Okay, so we have intermediate stages to do now. Jump, jump, jump. It is cute seeing stages like this one again, I do have to say. How in the world do you get that gem again? Oh, from up here. There is grass here that you're rolling around on, but I don't think it matters for much of anything. I guess you might notice that you have more grip while you're rolling around here. Maybe. Overshot that a little. Oh well. Being able to grab a whole bunch of those at once would be cool. Just for fun, might as well see if I can grab some of these. Oh, bit of an overshot. Oh well. I see you down there, red gem. I'll get you in a second. One day. There we go. Yeah, I think part of it was just that having played... I have to get up there now. Having played a game like Marble It Up where I could be less impeded by frame rate and non-analog controls and so on, I was able to get more of a sense of what to even try to get a marble to do. Like, what was the gold time there? I don't think I can see the goal time unless I actually finish it. Oh. It looked like it was something very small.
Ready, set, go! Super speed.
Yeah, so let's see if I managed to run through the gems this time. That time I think I actually went over it.
Ready,
But yeah, before... This is where you can tell the game is running much better than it was before, because... I hate how it's just right off to the side.
ready,
Because before...
go! Super speed. Super speed. Super speed.
Yeah, before what would happen was I would go straight through the gems a lot of the time. Or even the super speeds, for that matter.
Super speed.
Like that blue gem, I'm moving at serious risk for just flying through. But you do get slowed down a bit on the grass. You realize it actually means you go slower in addition to having better grip. Get over there. Yeah, needed a minute. I think that gave me a lot more trouble the first time I did it. Some of these stages did have the issue that I started complaining about later on in Marble It Up, where it's just the same thing many, many times. Like, yeah, I get it. Here's the little ramp. Having like 2 or 3 of these might have been cute, but you don't need like 8 of them. They just smatter about too many gems in lots of these stages. And then each one is also way too small. There we go. Go into the pools. And out of the pools. Blue on blue. Aren't the... If I remember correctly, the gem colors are also randomized, so sometimes you get one that's just kind of camouflaged just by chance. I haven't looked into how this web port was made. Could be a few ways, really. Well, I'm not sure, actually. I suspect it was basically just, let's make a game that looks... Well, let's take the assets of the first game, or the original game, and make an engine that seems to do the same stuff. That's my guess as to what they did, since they said the physics are almost the same. So I'm guessing it wasn't like a decompilation kind of situation, and then well, I guess we're going to call it transpiled, but a recompilation for a new platform. Nor
Super jump.
do I think in that case that this was a matter of like making an interpreter for the original game code to run in the web. I do know, I think I saw this is programmed in WebAssembly, but that doesn't really tell you much. I mean, it could have been that and if you had decompiled the thing, you could take to some degree, there'd be more to it than this, but you could in theory take the decompiled code and then compile it to WebAssembly. More and more these days, my more technical stuff starts to bleed into my. Jeez, all these gems here. Starts to bleed into my non-technical YouTube channel content. I did also just put out a video on a decompilation that I did, so fresh in my mind. Where in the world are these last 2 gems? I will say I don't particularly love the challenge of this game being figuring out where in the world the gems are sometimes. I don't miss that when I'm playing Marble It Up. I know I could use power-ups at my disposal to get around slightly faster, but if I don't know where I need to go anyways, it doesn't really make sense to try to use power-ups to get to whatever place faster, because there's no place I'm trying to get quickly. Oh man, let's see if we can do this more easily this time. This one took me forever.
Go!
This is another one that's a really cute idea, but I found this one really obnoxious. Largely though just because getting the ball in the hoops started to get really hard towards the end. I had a good lineup that time. Off the timing on that one. And jumping too early a lot of the time. Yeah, I don't know if this is really proving any easier than it did the first time through, I have to admit. I think part of this is just like this is authentically hard to do. That's the challenge of the stage, right? It's actually kind of hard to jump in these. If it was trivial to jump into these little hoops and it's just, hey, jump somewhere to finish to get through each part of the stage, it won't really be a challenge. Also, can't I just... I don't see what the challenge is right there. Yeah, camera. Yeah, this does not feel any easier, my god. Ah. We're gonna do what we can here. Oh, come on. I don't know if that one really counted or not. I got in there and then bounced out, it felt like. This is one of those cases where your spin messes you up a bit too, I feel like. Because you want, it helps to get a bit of speed just a little, winding yourself up. That was just me throwing a ball in random spots. But helps a little to be moving a bit, but then if you develop too much spin in doing so, you're gonna land on the, there we go. You're gonna land on the hoop, and then, see? Spin made me go off the right of the hoop there. Getting very close each time here. There we go. But you never know which way the jump is gonna make you go when you're in the hoop, that's annoying. Yeah, this feels less painful than the first time I was here. The first time I was here, this was horrible, if I remember correctly. Trying to do all these. I'm still doing a pretty bad job, but I'm also willing to declare this is actually authentically difficult now instead of just me being bad at it. Having a bad frame rate. Ah, come on, man. I don't remember the camera getting stuck in the hoops so often in the original. Maybe that is a difference from the original. Or maybe I just forgot, I don't know. Man, just a moment ago I actually got a bunch of really close jumps in a row, and now I'm having a harder time again. But this is another one of those cases, oops, geez, camera looking through the hoop there. It's another one of those cases too where they just ask you to do the same thing over and over and over. Like doing the same annoying jump is not improved when it's made to be how many times? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. Now, I have seen people fond of the series say that. So I've looked around a bit to get more people's thoughts on the series since having played this the first time, and I have seen that some people do think that the level design in this game frankly isn't that good, even though the idea is really nice and so on, and ultimately it is still fun. So I feel a bit more, after having also played Marvel It Up to compare this to as well, I do feel a bit more ready to criticize this game in some respects. Some which are criticisms that, like I said, I've already lobbed at parts of Marvel It Up as well. But I think it shows something that if the level design in this game was subpar in a lot of respects, but the... Fine, I'll take it. I jumped enough hoops to have nothing more to prove. I think if the level design is so mediocre, but there's still such a following for the game, I think it shows that the engine and the concept were nevertheless
Set. Go.
a very good one.
Ready. Set. Go.
Darn.
Ready. Set. Go.
And I'm going way over it every time.
Set. Go.
Oh man,
Ready. Set.
that one felt really close.
Ready. Set. Go.
I know I'm pretty sure I managed to get in the green hole the first time I played the game. So I wanna try to meet my old standards that I had set for myself. I can't come back to the game and do worse. Hey, get in there. For the love of God, please. There. I'll take it. Or are we on time? Well, you can cut things off here. Okay, I'll keep on going.